Hey guys, Eddie from EddieForLife here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you in this video a 4-point system in order to stay safe in any situation. And this system can be and should be used in all areas of your life, including business, your personal relationships, and staying safe in driving and on the streets, anywhere else. The system is called P.A.P.A, P-A-P-A, and I suggest you listen up. It's a great one. Here we go. For staying safe in any situation, in any environment, P.A.P.A, P-A.P.A, it's an acronym. Now, I want to explain a little bit about this, where it comes from. It comes from the world of personal protection from self-defense. And the most important thing is that to remain safe, or in situations which all of a sudden become very, very volatile or dangerous, we never knew how that happened in a split second. However, if you use this system, then you will have the best chances of surviving any threat. And not only that, this system can be and should be used in every area of your life because it's a system which is based on awareness. P.A.P.A, P-A.P.A. Now, it's easy to remember, and I want to start with the first P. The first P is to perceive. What do I mean by that? Let's take a case you're driving down the street. Let's say you're riding a motorcycle, like I ride motorcycles. I'm riding down the street, and the first thing is to perceive anything that's a little bit out of the ordinary. A little bit. In other words, did I perceive that the car I'm going to pass by, I'm riding slowly, he's parked on the side, however, his wheels are turned out and there's somebody in the car. Now, I perceive that. That is the first stage in the system, to perceive. P. Second stage, assess. A for assess. So first, perceive if there is something going on, if there is something out of the ordinary. In the case of riding a motorcycle on the streets, I perceive the guy, the car that I'm going to be passing. He's parked, the wheels are turned out. I perceived. Second stage is assess. Does he pose any danger to me? And it has to be done quickly and easily. It's not something which you have to really do. It happens automatically once you start living this system day to day. Perceive, assess. If you want to take a different situation on the streets. Let's say you're walking down a dark street in the evening and you see 3 guys walking down the street coming, in your direction. You perceive. You're not walking down the street and you're with your head in the goddamn, phone. You're aware. You perceive them. And then quickly you assess. How do they look? How are they dressed? Are they noisy? What's going on? Are they drunk? Not drunk? Where are their eyes? Where are their hands? That's assessing. Now, assess if there's any danger. Do they pose a threat to you? And I'm going to talk in a moment also in business what's going on. P.A.P.A, P, perceive. A, assess. The next P is plan. Now, this goes down really quick. I have to have a backup plan. What happens? Let's go back to riding the motorcycle. What happens if that car doesn't see me, if I'm in his blind spot, and he's going to pull out from the parking space without any warning? Do I have a backup plan? Do I know what to do in order to meet that danger and get out of it? Same way on the street. Those 3 guys coming across from me. First, I perceived. Second, I assessed if there's any danger. If I did see that there is some sort of danger, what's my plan? What am I going to do? And this has to be done quickly. Do I move to the left? Do I cross the street? Do I go around? Do I go back? Do I put my hand in my bag to hold the weapon? I have to have a backup plan. So P, perceive, A, assess, P, plan. The last A is to act. Now, all this is great to perceive and to assess and to have a plan, but if you don't act on it, then it ain't worth shit. Now let's go back to the streets. Those three guys, they're walking towards me, and let's say I hear them singing and they're drunk. So I assess that there might be a threat to me and they are looking at me. I have a plan. Okay, I'm going to cut left and then I'm going to move in a different direction. Great. But I also have another backup plan. Let's say I'm in an area, let's say it's a railway station at night, and I'm in some sort of corner. What is my plan then? So I have to have a plan. I have to know if it's going to go down to a fight, I have to know who I'm going to hit first. And then I have to act. So I do this in a very simultaneous way. One feeds off the other. It's not like I perceive, then I go to sleep and okay, maybe I should assess. Okay, I'll plan, but I'm not going to act. No, this goes down really quickly. P.A.P.A, P.A.P.A, perceive, assess, plan, and then act. Now, let's take this into the world of business. What happens a lot of times? You go to sleep. You go to sleep in your business and you wake up one day and all of a sudden you're losing money. You wake up one day and all of a sudden you have this huge problem in cash flow and you never even knew how that happened. Where did that come from? Why all of a sudden is my product almost obsolete? Because you didn't use the system. How can you apply this in business? Perceive. Always check, is there anything going on? Look at your numbers. Feel, be aware in your business. Last August was better than this August. Why? Is it because of something that happened this year? Is it normal that every August you go down, you go up? I don't know. Check what's going on. All of a sudden you have a huge turnover of staff. Now, if you're unaware of that, if you didn't perceive the fact that there's a huge turnover, hey, then you're going to be screwed. So you have to perceive the fact that something is a little bit out of the ordinary. The next thing is to assess it in business. Your sales have dropped off. You perceive that fact, but now you have to assess it. Okay, this November, my sales went down by 15% from October. Okay, go back into the numbers last year. Maybe there was the same drop off last year and maybe the year before because of some sort of holidays or whatever. And that's normal, just you forgot about that. So you have to assess if there is a problem here. Assess, perceive, assess. Next stage is to plan. Okay, I assessed it and there is a problem. What do I do about it? I have to make a plan. I have to sit down and think, what am I going to change to make things better? I can't let things, deteriorate. You made your plan, and now the last A is to act. Put it into action. I'm going to talk now for another moment about personal relationships. And this happens a lot. We wake up one day and all of a sudden we're drifting apart and we're on two separate courses, in a relationship, whether it's a husband and wife or if it's a girlfriend and a boyfriend and they've been together for a long time or for a while. You have to perceive, is there any change in her mood or in his mood? Is he acting differently lately? Is she acting a bit closed off? Is something going on? Perceive if there is something out of the ordinary. You have to be attuned to the other person. You have to know what's going on and be sensitive. And then assess, perceive and assess. Okay, she's been feeling pretty grumpy the past couple of days. Well, how long has this been going on? Is there something wrong? Does it have to do with me? Does it have to do with her? Maybe something in her life that has nothing to do with me. Then at least you assess and you see what's going on. Third stage, plan. Well, if it is something that, is going on with me in a relationship, what am I going to do about it? Maybe I haven't been spending enough time with my wife or with my girlfriend, or, vice versa. Maybe, I've been starting to take the relationship for granted. Maybe I haven't been showing any interest, or just life has been very boring for both of us, and, people start drifting apart. So I have to plan what to do. We're going to maybe take a vacation. Maybe I'm going to cut down on my work hours. I'm going to come home a little bit earlier, and we're going to do some fun stuff together the way we used to do. We'll go horseback riding. We'll ride a bike together. I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we'll start classes. We'll do yoga together. Who knows? Doesn't matter. But I have to make a plan. I have to think how to get out of this situation. And the fourth step, P.A.P.A, perceive, assess, plan. You have to act. A for act. Now, if you're not going to act on that, your relationship is going to continue to deteriorate. And if you're okay with that, then hey, you don't need anything that I can teach you. No systems, no 4-point systems of P.A.P.A. However, if you want to have healthy relationships, I suggest you start using this 4-point system. Same thing in business. Same thing in your personal life, and as far as protection goes, you saw that that's an amazing system to keep you safe in all environments. P.A.P.A, perceive, assess, plan, and act. It's easy to remember, P.A.P.A. And if you use this system, I think it's going to help you a lot in life. And it is all based on one firm basis, the basis of awareness. Awareness. So remember, you have to be aware at all times. Don't walk around dreaming. There is a place for dreaming. Do it in a safe area and have special times for that, or even just, allow yourself to dream, but in a, that's good to dream, but not when you're walking down the streets, not when you're driving, not when you're riding a motorcycle. Hey, or not when you're hiking in nature and there could be some sort of danger around you. There's a time and a place for dreaming. Cultivate that awareness, because that will have you lead a much better life, especially if you use the 4-point system that I just shared with you. So, if you found, value in this, then maybe think of subscribing to my channel. Hit the subscribe button, and then hit the like button. And if you want to be notified, hit the bell button for all future videos that I will be making as well. If you have any questions or comments on this area or in any area, I'd love to help you out. I answer anything that people ask me. I try to bring value to help you lead a better life in all areas. So this is Eddie here from EddieForLife. Have a great life and stay safe.